'09 Ford Focus. I'm getting ready to scan it. I'm gonna save y'all from the key noise. The complaint is the fans don't work. I'm told, let me see if I can get some light. I'm told that the other mechanic already checked the fans, put direct power to them, and they work, and this don't work. So they replaced it. Let me show you that. Like I said, before I scan it, but we know where the problem is. Before I scan it, let me let you see that. So it's laying down in here. If I can get a good shot of it. It's just laying there, set the key there. You know the Fords, they just make all that racket once you put the key in there. So let me zoom in. Right there, put some light on it. There you go. There it is. Still has the plastic on it. Just laying there. So the other mechanic said, yeah, shoot power right to the fans, they work. That's not the problem. So here we are. So I'm gonna scan it, and then after I scan it, which won't matter, I need to do wiring diagrams for it and figure out where our problem is, but I'll be back in a moment. All right, I got in and closed the door so y'all don't have to hear all that noise. And you know what noise I'm talking about. That noise. Scan. If it takes a while, I'll speed it up in the editing. Check it. I'll save it first. All right, let's go in here and see what we have. PCM, engine coolant over temperature. Yeah. Fan control circuit code. So what goes on? That's a P0480 and a P0217. So them are the two I'm gonna look for. But right now, look at the U codes. Control module configuration incompatible. So, but that's on what? Instrument panel. Okay. So, oh, we have crash input. Is that on the airbag? A body control module. All kinds of issues. Yeah, a lot of U codes. Where is it at? Right here. So them are communication things. So lost communication with the restraint control module configuration incomplete. That might be in the airbag module. All right, so that in my back of my mind, I'm just going to go right to the wiring diagram for the fans and see what I'm missing. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So looking here, this plug was tucked over here in the back. So the other end of their module is not even hooked up. But what I'm missing, I pulled the relay here. I'm missing the main power. So I have power to the number 10 here, which, let's see if I can, I don't have it back up here yet. Let me look. Hold on. So the mechanic said he had, he could jump the fans out and they're fine. And I have these powers here in the relay box, and when I go here, I'm missing this power here. So that 50 amp, that's where I'm going next. All right, so the high amp battery current thing is here. And you look, it's already been taped and somebody's got all in here. So that's where it's gonna be. I need two hands for this. It's times like this that I love my job. So they tapped into the fuse beside. This one should be for this gray, if you can see it, this gray with red. That goes to my fans. You see it's taped up here with a smaller gauge wire. And this smaller gauge wire comes around and comes up to here to a 100 amp mega fuse, and then it circles back around and it comes over to here where they're getting their power from. Well, apparently this blew, and if you look right here close, you can see where it's open. So actually what we should be able to do is untape this, hook it back on there, and get a proper 50 amp fuse, and then we should be fine. I don't know what the other wire, there's another wire here they've got tapped. Where did it go? See if I can find out where it went. Okay, that's the one. Okay, that's ours. So they're tapped where the power is, where it was supposed to be. This is where my fuse should be, right in here. This one, they have another one that's just tapped straight from here. It's running back down in there. Now looking at the stereo thing, I assume that's what it is. So what I'm assuming, and this is an assumption only, is the 50 amp fuse blew. They didn't know where to get one, rather than call Ford and get one. And they taped it up, put a smaller gauge wire on it, and put a 100 amp mega fuse, not protected, anywhere in here, and just do all this wire up in here. There's our problem. So let's get a fuse and see if that fixes it. Well, after all that, I give them credit for this. At least I didn't mess up this to where I can't put the eyelet back on. So now I just need to get a fuse. All right, this is going to serve two purposes. One for the customer. So here is the fixed wire to the fans. There's a proper, let's see if we can get here, proper 50 amp, I can't see it, 50 amp fuse there. It's supposed to be. This is my concern. This wire here, I'm not touching it. I'm gonna leave it. You can see it's already breaking there, but it goes down here and it goes under that box. And being on this metal right here, on that metal, that's gonna eventually short. I don't know if there's a fuse on the line. I'm assuming that it goes to the stereo with this amp, but that's on the hot side of it up here. So that's a fire hazard. I'm going to tell the customer when he picks up the car and show him this, but I'm going to put it back together now. And now that the headlight's out, I can see where this wire here is going, and that is straight power. It's not fused, and like I said, it's a fire hazard sitting right there on the metal, and it comes over here to nothing. It's taped off. I'm going to take this off, and I just tell him, show them what I did here. So I don't see any more other than this ground wire running down through here. Yeah, this white one looks like the ground. No, that's going to the hot. So that one's hot too. Other than the white wire running over through here, I don't like, because it is right up against metal there. You can't see it. Them other wires they had here, take them out. I'm gonna put it all back together. We're good now. All right, hold up. They didn't work. So we restored power from that mega fuse over here and back over by doing that. I had good powers and grounds. Then I knew right here at this plug, I had what I needed. I do know that on the fan side, checking it, it was good because I was able to shoot power and ground to there. The fans are working as the mechanic said they were. So the only thing left is the control, the variable speed control from the PCM. So I connected my Pico here, and I could see that the square wave was not right away. So what I did was I took the original part they had laying on the seat, which was a Bosch, by the way. I put it back in, and then checked my signal from there, increasing and decreasing the speed using my MaxiSys. Okay, we should be good now with from over here increasing it, and as I increase it, you'll see, yep, waveform. Alright, so that's 99. Come on down. Bring it all the way back down to 7. There you go. So it should work now. So let me get it back together and start the car up and see. Okay. Fan is running, if you can see it. You can see it down there. It's running. There is no cooling in it. Well, it's low anyway. But fan is running. And the original Bosch module's back in it. So all is good. I'm done here.